Welcome back to Boxes of Trauma, things I found in my hoarder mother's condo and storage unit that made me feel things. I think I've talked about this little journal before because I was like going to start my new year in January of 1992. And I talk a lot in here about Super Mario Brothers and the Super Nintendo. So Beth and I got a Super Nintendo for Christmas, and we played the shit out of that thing. A lot of these say, I didn't go to bed till 1:30. Oh, I couldn't go to sleep until 4:30 in the morning. We were playing that, and we didn't win it until July. And I remember we finally got, it was Super Mario Brothers, and we finally got to Bowser. I don't know if you remember, if you played that game, at the end when he's in like that floating evil hot air balloon thing or whatever, he's like shooting stuff and you have to like run around, and it's like, oh, it's like such a big deal, right? And when we finally got to that point, we heard my mom crying. So Beth reached over and turned it off, and I remember thinking, why are you turning that off? Why don't you just pause it? Oh my God, we were all this way and you turned it off, you know? And we go in the other room, and my grandmother had passed away. And we had just visited her in the nursing home in West Virginia a couple days before. We had just gotten back. And she had had several strokes. She couldn't really move or anything, you know. And when we were leaving, I kissed her and put my head on her chest to give her a hug. And she reached up and kissed the top of my head. And then she died 2 days later, and I think she knew, and I was the last one to see her, like, out of our family, and it was super sad, and I just felt like there was some connection because I was the last one, right? I was the last one to see her, and then, gonna miss this whole important week. Grandma Mary had another stroke and she's really sick. My grandma had a stroke. We've been going up on weekends to see her. She's in hospital now. She can't talk and her right arm and leg is paralyzed. I'm scared. I love my grandma. I feel awful about this. I'm really scared. I don't know what to do. I just hope that she's gonna be okay. I love her so much. And then she was gone. This was my first, like, big loss. And my mom wasn't comforting to me during that time because she had lost her mom, which I get. But it felt very lonely. And it was very sad and scary. And I can't believe that just came